Welcome to the Qigong Inner Circle. This is Dr. Wu Di, and this month what we're going to talk about is some of the grounding techniques and some of the new possibilities that we want to introduce to both the body and the mind. So let's start out with an exercise to develop and to show you what a little exercise can do to change both your body and mind. Okay? So we're all going to do this together. You're going to stand up, put one of your hands out in front of you. And what I want you to do is just check your range of motion and see how far you can go back and make a mental note of that. Okay? So you sort of know what your range of motion is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce another possibility. Hand goes out again. You're going to start to turn and let your head go the opposite way. Coming back to center. Okay, now another possibility. Your hand goes one way, your eyes follow your hand, and you turn your head the opposite way. Alright, now check your range of motion again. I picked up about 20% more flexibility. So let me tell you why that happens. As we introduce new things to the body and the mind, we start to get more possibilities. With more possibilities, you're going to get more flexibility, not only in your body, but you're going to get the flexibility in your mind as well. Now you know the exercise, so let's play it again, but with the other side. Okay? Check your range of motion. Coming back to center. And again, the hand goes one way, head goes the other way. Coming back to center. Okay, this time, stick your tongue out, turn your head one way, your eyes follow your hand. Come back again, let's try it again. Your eyes follow your hand, you're sticking your tongue out, turning your head the opposite way. Come back to center. Now check your range of motion. Whoa! So it starts to open up some things in your body and in your mind. So when 30 years ago, 35 years ago, when I started doing Qigong exercises, nobody had a clue what this was. They didn't, Qigong, Chai Chi, Chu Gong, you know, they made up all these names. Nobody knew what they were. Nobody knew what it was, and they found it so strange. But there was a certain group, people who did martial arts, people who were in meditation, people who really were looking to go in deeper and bring up some more possibilities and change their karma, change their body stance, change the way that they dealt with things. So I'm going to show you, first of all, let's do a meditation. A meditation with more possibilities, okay? So, if you just sit down for a second and ground yourself. What I mean by that is allow your energy to just start to sink down. In fact, last month I showed you this standing, so let's do it standing. We'll do it standing together. Let's go through, let's review. Come up on your toes, back on your heels, outside of your foot, inside of your foot, ball of your feet. Make sure that your feet are about shoulder width. Check that. Okay? Get your stance together. Pelvis is like you're sitting on a little teeny bench, like a windowsill. Boop. You know, the pelvis is just a little bit tucked. Chin's pushed back, shoulders are pulled out. Okay, now close your eyes. Just let your hands relax this time. Okay, and now you're going to go through your body, check in your head, check in your neck, and see if there's any tension. If you find tension in your neck, what we're going to do is we're going to smile into that. So find a little tense spot somewhere, check the neck. And just smile. Take smiles and just radiate smiles into that tense part. Now check your shoulders. If there's any type of tension in the shoulders, up in this area, the traps, just relax them and pour smiles like a ball of white light. Smiles, let that radiate right into that place, and let your shoulders relax. Good. Go into your chest. Check if there's any tension in the chest. In your abdomen. This whole area, this houses all of the organs. Houses the liver and the spleen and the stomach and the intestines. Kidneys back there. All of it's protected in here. Get in touch with all the organs. See if there's anything that's not functioning 100%. Pour those smiles of energy in there. Your legs, go down into your legs. How do your legs feel? Is there tension in your buttocks or your legs? Pour those smiles in there. Let your body relax. Let all the tension go. It's great. So, whenever you're feeling some tension in your body, no matter if you're sitting or standing and you're feeling, ooh, my neck's a little stiff, you just grab like a ball of energy and you imagine that energy filled with smiles right into your neck, melting it and just taking that tension and getting rid of it. You can keep your body flexible, agile, whatever it is. Now, what we want to do is we want to get our bodies in a way that we can really move the energy. Now, there's the yin organs and the yang organs. Yin are the female organs, male are the yang organs. I'm going to show you an exercise how to clear the yin and yang organs, okay? So, we're going to start out, take a deep breath. You're going to bend down. You're going to reach on the inside of your legs, pull this energy up the yin side, all the way up to your armpits, throw off the yin energy. Now, over the top of the head, this is the yang side, all the way down, throw off the yang energy. Again, yin, pulling the energy up the inside, yang, pulling the energy down the outside. Yin, yang. Great. Now that you got that energy opening, this exercise is very, very special. There's a point. It's the highest point in the shoulders. It's called gallbladder 21. It's right in the middle. And what I use this point for is this point really grounds the body and starts to work the yin and yang energy. So there's a few exercises that are in this book. The recharging Qigong exercises. This book is just filled with gems of energy to free up the body, to free up all the joints, and to get your vortexes and energy field just moving. Okay, from this book, I'm going to show you some of these exercises. Okay, the first one, these are all for the shoulder. Now the shoulders have to do, there's a word like mentations, I've heard it. The shoulders have tension in them. The shoulders, we shoulder like Atlas, holding the world. This all has to do with our responsibilities. So if there's shoulder pain, shoulder tension usually goes into the neck, sometimes over the top of the head, and we get headaches. So once we free up this, we're going to free up a lot of energy. Okay, so let's start out with this exercise. This is really great for the shoulders. Place your hands right on your shoulders, and what you're going to do is touch the elbows together, making large circles. Great. Now reverse it, go the opposite way. This really frees up the shoulder energy. Great. See, let me turn to the side and show you how that's done. So I'm making big circles and just starting to free all that tension up. Now, a lot of times we'll have shoulder pain and we're saying, oh, my shoulder's so tight. This is a good one too. You have the hands out like this. Tuck in the thumb. You tuck that in, and what you're going to do is, boom, you're going to strike. But I do it with a little force. So when I do it, it's like strike, 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 strike. When I do that, I imagine the energy from my shoulder boom, shooting right down to my feet. Then the energy comes up the inside. Boom, I shoot it down again. So let's do that one together. Hands are out. Strike. Bam. That really starts to feel good. And we're going to do it with some tools. I've got some things, but I want to show you one more for the shoulders, and then we're going to start doing it with the power tools. Okay? This one is called opening the wings, and you'll find it in the recharging Qigong exercises. Okay? This one, you inhale, hands come up, then you don't let go of the breath. You inhale more, turn your hands over. Now again, inhale more and relax. So it's inhale, inhale, inhale. No exhale on this one. What you're doing is when you're doing that, you're filling your chest more, filling your chest more, and then releasing. So we really let go of all that tension, okay? This one feels so good. Let's do it again. To the side. You'll find all these exercises in the recharging Qigong. But those of you who are part of the inner circle, you're the only ones that'll get this. Let me show you this. Now, this is just a regular stick, but it's hard wood. It's very hard. Sometimes I'll use this. Sometimes I'll use some rattan. If any of you do any stick fighting, arnis, or if you have rattan sticks, these are also used, and I'm going to strike right at the shoulder point. Right there. Because I'm pushing right at the highest point of the shoulder, and when I'm hitting, pow, 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 I'm starting to break up all that tension in there. Make sure you do both sides. That feels good. There's quite a few different ones I do. You can usually pick up one of these things at one of the sports stores. This is just a piece of solid rubber. Now, this is flexible, and sometimes I use it to strengthen your wrist, but I like to use this one too. You might want to start off with something like this, and then eventually build up to the stick or the heavy metal rods. I'll show you this one next. Okay, so with this, same thing. I'm just striking right at gallbladder 21 and just breaking up all that tension in there. We all carry tension in our shoulders. And that breaks it up. Now, this one, these are actually welding rods. They're copper welding rods. They usually come 36 inches long. I cut them in half, and I've got 36 of these rods here. Okay? So then they're put together with some tape, and when you hit with this, it's like hitting boom, boom. It's like hitting a gong because it sends a vibration, like a shock through the body. So when I use this one, be careful. You don't want to hit the bone in front. You're going to hit right at the very top, and when I'm doing that, you don't even have to go hard. I'm just starting to send that vibration right through my body. When I send that vibration, boom, it opens everything up. So I'm going to do this I'll do it 9 times on each shoulder. I'm not going to talk through it because I got to concentrate on this one, okay? You too. So take a deep breath in. Inhale again. And that really breaks up all that tension. It loosens everything up. I've got twice as much energy, and all this is relaxed and loose. Now, when you're through, imagine again a great big ball of white light. That light is filled with smiles, and just let that come right into the shoulders. When it comes into the shoulders, that gallbladder 21, shoot it all the way down to your feet on the outside, and then let it just vibrate up, back down, and up. So it's going down the yang side, it's coming up the yin side, and just balancing, relaxing the body. For this exercise, you need a partner. So the point that we're going to work is gallbladder 21, okay? So if you divide the shoulder right in half, so I'm going from his neck to here, and right in the middle, here's gallbladder 21 point. Take your thumbs and you just place it on there, and then boom, you drop your energy down. 1, 2, 3, release. Again, 1, 2, 3, and release. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and release. This frees up all this energy, and it shoots the energy from here. Look, the gallbladder meridian goes over the top of the head, back, comes down. It goes right over this point, then travels down to his foot. So when I'm pushing, and you only have to do it for about 3 or 4 seconds, push, release, push, release. And this releases all that energy. It starts to balance out that yin and yang. Okay, thanks. It's like an exercise that's really powerful called the instant power reset. Here's how it's done. You're going to lift your shoulders up as high as you can, and when you get them up there, you're going to lift them up even higher. You're going to pull them back more. Now, like you have weights on your elbows, drop the energy, drop it, squeeze, and release. Boom, that resets the whole body in a moment. So now we're going to do it together. Okay, ready? Loosen up first. Everybody loose. Remember, feet, position, grounding, knees, pelvis, chest, shoulders, chin. Okay, here we go. So it's up as high as you can, up higher, pull back, squeeze, boom, and that resets everything in your body. Now, there's another exercise that's really good for the shoulders to loosen all this up and get rid of that tension. I do it with percussive breathing. So I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to inhale,